Temperatures today essentially topped out in the low to mid 40s, and we're going to be warming up overnight. But right now, it's a beautiful evening for a flyby. Yes, a first alert flyby from the Chevy Chopper. Is it not? Great weather for the next few hours, and then things take a turn for the worse. Tomorrow, I think, is an upending day, if you will. Many plans will be foiled by rain and powerful winds. So it is warm tomorrow, yes, 60s, but wet and windy, damaging winds, severe thunderstorms, all of this possible, localized flooding too. It is going to be an all-day prolonged event, but by Tuesday morning, as people are getting ready to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, to head out for the parade, it is dry, which is fabulous, but it is blustery. Winds are still going to be gusting to about 30 miles per hour, and the temperatures drop in dramatic fashion from tomorrow evening through Tuesday morning. I'm going to show you that momentarily. But right now, I want to show you the storm system that will be responsible for all of it. It's massive. Again, snow up into the Great Lakes, back down through Minnesota, Iowa, into Kansas City and beyond. And then, of course, we have that line of severe thunderstorms. Now, it's this line right here that will bring us the most turbulent weather tomorrow. It's when this line moves through late tomorrow evening through roughly midnight that those winds could gust as high as 70 miles per hour. We'll look at those winds as well in more detail. But right now, let's go ahead and take a look at exactly what the Weather Service is putting out regarding this storm. First thing is the wind advisory from 2 o'clock tomorrow through 4 a.m. Tuesday. Those winds will be at their most powerful, especially along our coastline and points to the east. As far as severe weather is concerned, the more west you are of the city, the more likely it is you'll be dealing with severe thunderstorms. And the biggest threat with these thunderstorms will be damaging wind exceeding that 60-mile-per-hour mark. Tornadoes, I mentioned earlier, an isolated tornado is possible, and it's again west of the region, west of the city, just on the fringe of our viewing area that risk of tornadic activity exists. It's about a 2% chance, gets much more impressive as we head toward central PA and down into both Maryland, Virginia, and North Carolina. So severe risk, more intense to our southwest. Hour by hour, let's take you through this storm. What I've done here is I've taken off the cloud cover so we can really hone in on the rainfall and the likelihood for storms. 1 a.m. as we approach your Monday morning, we're going to watch as showers start to make their way in. It will be bouts of heavy rain, maybe some thunderstorms through the morning. This is associated with the warm front lifting up. Biggest pockets of heavy rain right now look to be to the east of the city. Watch as we continue through the day. By 3 o'clock, now another big round of heavy rain, maybe thunderstorms, is lifting up in the northeasterly direction. So as we approach that evening drive, we won't be quite dried out from this action yet. It's not until, say, 8 o'clock that maybe many of us get a bit of a lull before the main event, and that is that cold front. That powerful line of storms is making its approach. As it gets nearer to us, it does weaken, but we're still going to be dealing with very strong winds and torrential downpours as well. So 8:30 tomorrow evening, here's that cold front. It's pushing to the east. As we approach 10:30, 11, the line really does start to fall apart. So we may not see those embedded thunderstorms with great numbers, shall we say, along the squall line, but nonetheless, some rumbles of thunder still very much possible. And then behind the wet weather, the rain, is that cold air. And so, yes, some of us may see a few flakes before the system completely exits early Tuesday morning. And then throughout St. Patrick's Day, your forecast is dry, but again, it is blustery. Wind chills will be in the 30s and even the 20s for some through the day on Tuesday. So let's check out those future wind gusts starting this evening at 7 p.m. It's getting a little windy out there. You might have noted winds picking up this afternoon. So gusting 25 to 30 over the next few hours or so. 7:30 tomorrow morning. All right, now winds are already breaching the 40-mile-per-hour mark, and they'll stay in the 40 to maybe 50-mile-per-hour range through the morning hours. But here we are tomorrow evening as that line is pushing through the city, points east. Now we're seeing the numbers breach the 50-mile-per-hour mark, breach the 60-mile-per-hour mark, and they're just raging across the region. This is the possibility here of some isolated trees, maybe power lines coming down because these winds are impressive. And keep in mind, the ground will get saturated by all of this rain flowing through the region throughout your Monday. As we push into Tuesday morning, the winds are subsiding. But again, Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day, the parade, 30-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and it will be cold then, too. That temperature drop. Tomorrow morning, we've warmed into the low, maybe mid-50s. This is how we start your day, as those rounds of rain and winds picking up. By afternoon, here's your high temperature, around the 60-degree mark for many. If you're along the shoreline, it will be a little bit cooler. And then as we push toward Tuesday morning, watch as the cold air floods into the region. 7:30 Tuesday morning, we've gone from 60 to 30 degrees. Just over 12 hours. That is impressive. Couple this with those winds gusting to 30 miles per hour still. It's going to feel like the 20s and teens to start your Tuesday. Not quite what you want for St. Patrick's Day, but I'm sure those that are going to head out to the parade will do so no matter what. Tomorrow, 62 degrees for our first alert weather day. Wet and windy with that severe thunderstorm risk, damaging wind, maybe an isolated tornado. It's not pretty. I do expect airport delays as a result. St. Patrick's Day forecast, partly cloudy, blustery, 42 feels like the 30s. It gets even cooler, colder on Wednesday, but what happens Wednesday is those winds are much more subdued. It should feel warmer on Wednesday. Thursday into Friday, we're warming up to seasonable levels now. Finally, as spring officially begins on Friday. Then as we roll into Saturday, some showers are back in the mix. Sunday, it is 42 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. Tomorrow, just be prepared to dodge the drops in a very fast fashion, Alan.
All right, I'll be out there dodging with you.
All right,
both of us.
good.
Maybe just an umbrella to make it easier, Vanessa.
The umbrella will likely break with these winds.
Oh, you're
not the best rain gear.
All right, well, we're going to have to figure it out. We'll figure it out. Thank you, Vanessa.